Have you ever felt like you're wearing different masks for different people? The serious professional at work, the carefree friend on the weekend, the dutiful child with your family. It's like you're a collection of different people all living inside one body. What if I told you that this feeling of fragmentation is a common human experience, and the journey toward feeling whole, toward true authenticity, is one of the most profound adventures we can undertake? This is the journey of integration. Imagine your inner world as a vast landscape. There are sunlit meadows where your joys and strengths reside, but there are also shadowed forests, hidden caves where your fears, insecurities, and suppressed desires are tucked away. We often spend our lives only tending to the sunny parts, pretending the shadows don't exist. We might disown our anger, calling it unprofessional, or hide our vulnerability, fearing it makes us look weak. Each time we do this, we leave a piece of ourselves behind in the dark. This is fragmentation. It's an internal conflict, a house divided against itself. The great psychoanalyst Carl Jung called these hidden parts our shadow. The shadow isn't necessarily evil. It's simply the parts of ourselves we have deemed unacceptable. It could be our ambition, our sadness, our wild creativity, or even our capacity for deep love that we're too afraid to express. The more we ignore the shadow, the louder it gets. It might burst out as an unexpected angry outburst, a bout of anxiety, or a feeling of emptiness you just can't shake. It's a signal, a cry from a lost part of yourself asking to be seen. The journey of integration is the courageous act of turning toward these shadows. It's not about defeating them, but about understanding them. It's about walking into that metaphorical dark forest with a lantern, not a sword. You start by asking questions. Why do I get so irritated in this specific situation? What old wound is this insecurity trying to protect? What desire am I too afraid to admit I have? This process is about bringing compassion and curiosity to the parts of yourself you've rejected. Think of it like kintsugi, the beautiful Japanese art of repairing broken pottery with gold. The philosophy is that the piece is more beautiful for having been broken. The cracks are not hidden. They are highlighted, celebrated as part of the object's history. Integration is your personal, your past pains, your perceived flaws, your unacceptable traits. They are not something to be ashamed of. When you bring them into the light of your awareness and accept them, you are filling those cracks with the gold of self-acceptance. This isn't just a psychological concept. It's a deep, philosophical, and spiritual quest. Philosophers from the Stoics to modern existentialists have spoken about living in accordance with one's true nature. This is what integration leads to. When you're no longer wasting energy suppressing parts of yourself, that energy is freed up. You become more present, more creative, and more resilient. Your actions start to align with your deepest values, creating a sense of inner harmony. You're not just playing a role. You are being yourself, fully and completely. So, how do we begin this journey? It starts with radical honesty. Journaling is a powerful tool. Write without judgment, letting all your thoughts and feelings pour onto the page, especially the ones that make you uncomfortable. Mindful practices like meditation can help you observe your thoughts without getting swept away by them. It creates a space between you and your automatic reactions, allowing you to choose a more conscious response. And sometimes, the journey requires a guide. A trusted therapist or counselor can provide a safe space to explore these hidden territories without judgment. Imagine a life where you no longer fear your own emotions, where your anger is seen as a signal for a boundary that's being crossed. where your sadness is honored as a testament to what you love, where your joy is expressed without reservation. This is not a fantasy. It is the promise of wholeness. It's a state where all your parts are working together in a beautiful, complex symphony. You become the conductor of your own inner orchestra, rather than being pulled in a dozen different directions by warring instruments. This journey is not a one-time fix. It's a lifelong practice of returning to yourself again and again. There will be moments you feel fragmented, moments you fall back into old patterns. That's okay. The key is to approach yourself with the same kindness you would offer a dear friend. Each time you notice a fragmented part and welcome it back with compassion, you are strengthening your integrated self. You are weaving the threads of your being, the light and the dark, the strong and the vulnerable, into a single, resilient, and magnificent tapestry. Living an integrated life means you show up in the world as one person. The person your friends see is the same person your colleagues see, and the same person you see when you look in the mirror. This authenticity is magnetic. It builds deeper, more genuine connections with others because you allow them to see the real you. And in doing so, you give them permission to be their real selves too. You stop performing and start living. The path from fragmentation to wholeness is the journey back to your own soul. It's about reclaiming all the lost pieces and discovering that you were never truly broken, just disconnected. It's about realizing that your shadows, when embraced, hold the very keys to your greatest strengths and deepest wisdom. The most authentic, powerful, and peaceful version of you is not some future ideal you have to build. It is the whole person you already are, waiting to be rediscovered. Thank you for joining me on this deep dive into the self. If this resonated with you, consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell for more journeys into the heart of psychology and the soul. We'd love to have you as part of our community. Until next time, be kind to all parts of yourself.